Hmm. Do you like the look of my grimoire? It was given to me by my grandmother. It's called Memoires des Jours Oubliés. Its pages were made from collecting the trimmed branches of the first tree planted in the Acharnes castle. In fact, my dear prince, the tree itself is still there, and forms the centerpiece of the main garden. It's quite the sight to behold on beautiful balmy afternoons during autumn, you know? It's a grimoire, my dear prince, not my personal diary. You should know. I use it to channel mana when I cast spells. I'm certainly adept enough in Vados, water, magic, to do advanced level spells without a catalyst. But it's definitely important to have in combat. Whereas most mages have to hide behind someone else to cast their magic, I can hold my own on the battlefield. Set up a veil of water to shield myself or my allies. Move around quickly by bringing forth jets of water from my boots. Or, if I'm feeling extra fancy, create a bow and arrows out of water. Magical arrows have no trouble piercing through physical armor, you know? Yes, you're correct, my prince. I have indeed never been summoned for battle. My experience is simply sparring with my master and my former retainer Ross. That doesn't mean I'm not good at fighting, my dear prince. Oh, it's a messenger hawk. It's got a letter attached to it. It has the official seal of my family, which is unusual. My father or my mother would only send a letter to me with this specific seal if it were absolutely urgent. My prince, I believe that there could be an issue on our hands. May we return to your room before I read this letter? I believe I know what this matter is about, but I pray nobody enters our chambers, your chambers, unannounced while I write this letter for us. Given what I previously said about the Protectorate Dragon, Iskandar, disappearing from the Akalukian ranges, I can imagine you might be able to guess what this letter may entail. Regardless, please let me read it to you before you make any assumptions. I could show it to you, my prince, but it is coded in a script that only the royal family and one or two other officials know. Sorry, my dear prince. I promise I won't leave out any details while I read to you, baby. Okay. It says this. Dear Lyfelde, I'm currently writing this letter from outside the walls of the Acurnus castle. The Empire of Vetala has declared war on the kingdom of Akaluk and has invaded their land via their northern border. As you are aware, Iskandar, the protectorate dragon of Akaluk, disappeared recently without a trace. The Akalukian royal family attempted to keep it a secret for as long as possible while they mounted their defenses in his absence. However, it appears that the Vetalans have caught wind of this fact and have used it as an opportunity to invade their kingdom. Oh no. I am sure this is of no surprise to you, lyfelde. A move such as this by the Vetalan Empire was to be expected, given how Akaluk annexed some of their territories several centuries ago. It is true that it was hundreds of years ago. However, the land of vampires easily forgets not. After all, they live longer, more bitter lives than us humans. They hold onto grudges. Akaluk are our allies. Thus, we draw our bows, we unsheath our swords, and we mount our horses ready for combat. Ergo, I am traveling to the front lines to aid in the war effort. Although I will not be fighting, I will be strategizing with the Akalukian king and his generals. As king, it is my duty to set an example for my soldiers and my people. Rest assured, I will not be engaging in combat and will thus return as soon as possible. You better. Sorry, Prince. Excuse me. With that said, you must return to Acurnus castle with haste, lest the unthinkable occur and I am no longer able to serve as king. You must be present. Your mother will assist you, and Ross will return from his mission immediately to support your reign. I understand this is not a pleasant message to read, but in the circumstances of war, we must take everything into account, leaving no detail unattended to. Take care. I will see you as soon as this war is over. From King Roybhar II. So stupid. Saying something unthinkable like that. Of course he'll return. So yes, that is the contents of the letter, my prince. Yes, I really am not surprised that the Vetalan Empire declared war on Akaluk. I mean, Akaluk exerts a lot of pressure in their local area with Iskandar around. The kingdom of Akaluk can very easily influence, essentially bully other nations into submission over diplomatic relations, mostly because of that dragon under their influence. But I don't quite know what has happened recently. Like I said last time, Iskandar disappeared, but we don't know to where. Yes, my prince. Unfortunately, I really am going to have to return to Wild as soon as possible. That would be, well, as soon as I can get my things packed up. I know. I'm sorry that this has cut our time together shorter. I really, really wanted to spend as much time as I could with you, my dear prince. Yeah. Thank you. War is nothing to joke about, dear prince. I really do have to take it seriously. And because we are not yet married, I simply cannot afford the risk of bringing you back home with me, my dear prince. But just being here in your embrace, even if for just a couple minutes longer, it's really nice, baby boy. Yeah, I really do like calling you that, my dear prince. I also really do like it when you tuck my hair behind my ears, baby. Especially when you bestow a kiss upon my lips, my dear prince. I know, baby. It would be really nice for you to come with me. I am so sorry that I cannot bring you, my prince. Unfortunately, it's just too dangerous. I mean, what would happen if you were injured somewhere? I could never forgive myself if you were hurt and I could do nothing about it. You are much safer here in Timoth, in your own kingdom, under the protection of your king and queen. I really don't know what is happening. I mean, even the Prince of Akuluk, Daiki, he was meant to come back as well. From what I had heard, the royal family had sent a message to him in the 7th realm, but as far as I'm aware, the message never reached him. So I don't even know if he understands what situation we and his own kingdom are in. My prince, you're so handsome. You don't have to worry about a thing. I will be safe in the wild. Vetala is much smaller than both of our kingdoms, and we are not a target either. I believe, personally, that they were only after the lands that belonged to them several centuries ago, as well as some captives. I heard that their prince, the Prince of Vetala, I heard he's a nasty vampire. He likes taking people, humans specifically, for himself. Never mind their intentions. I will be safe, my prince. I promise. I will write to you every day. And if need be, I will use my own Teleportation magic to ensure my letters end up in your soft, beautiful hands. Apologies, I could not resist. If it's for you, it is not a waste of mana, especially if it's something to bridge the physical gap between us, my dear prince. Just remember that I will be thinking about you in every spare moment I have. Do you understand, my dear prince? It's fine, Prince. I will not be returning on horseback. I was taught teleportation magic specifically for situations such as this. Yes, I know teleportation magic is dark magic. There's no need to worry about how I acquire dark magic, my dear prince. All that matters right now is that we have an opportunity to cherish these final moments together before I must depart for home. Hi, thank you for listening to this audio. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like on the video and a comment. And if you really enjoyed it, feel free to leave a subscription as well. We're currently celebrating 1 year on the channel. Thank you very much for your support. I will be doing a bit of a live stream on Friday the 24th. That's the 23rd if you're in America. And I'll be doing a Q&A video as well. Details for that, I will leave the video linked in the comments and the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. If you have any questions about me, my hobbies, what I do outside of YouTube, feel free to ask. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks again for listening and supporting me throughout this past year. It's been a true honor to write audios and deliver them to a worldwide audience. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks again for all of your support, and here's to another year of audios. See you around. Bye bye.